Hi, I'm Erica. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening whenever you're watching this. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. It is, again, a Saturday. Wow, I thought it was at way after 12. It's only 11:40. All right. I haven't actually accomplished that much this morning. I made breakfast, and then I put sunscreen on and a bathing suit, and I sat on the balcony. And my balcony gets sun in the morning, which is when I'm least productive. So taking advantage of that. I also worked on a drawing that I'm gonna do today, that's painting. I originally did it in Procreate so that I could test out colors and shapes and all that stuff before putting it on my large canvas. So essentially I picked out the colors. I've got my canvas here. It's huge. It's about the whole size of that wall. Before I get started on that though, I want to show you what I did last weekend to make that wall white, because in last week's video I cut it out and said it would be in this week's video. A couple things that I've done. As you can see, I already took a couple of the hexagons off during the week. I have 2 left. What I'm doing is I'm using my old AGO card membership because it expired, but I also get a month once they reopen. Hopefully I don't need this because it's covered in glue. I've been using it to like get under the hexagons. I'll show you. I'll show you closer. And then I'm going to use Goo-Gone. It's this stuff to take off the extra glue that stays on the wall. I've already done it on this spot and it took it off perfectly. And then I moved my desk a bit this way so that I can, because I'm gonna have to paint the entire wall this color, the white. Bought a brush and like the brush part and the roller part, and then I also got this. It's a pack of 10. They're tray liners. I feel like I'm supposed to put this in a tray, but why can't I just use it as the tray? Why would I put this in something else? That just seems ridiculous. I'm gonna try and do this with one hand so I can show you, but essentially I'm just working this card under the hexagon and then pulling off and putting it in a box. So I just continued trying to get the hexagons off of it, and then I used a paper towel with the Goo Gone and a kitchen sponge to try and get the residue of the glue from the hexagons off the wall. After I finished that, I then took a wet rag and went over top of all of where the glue was, and then I taped out the wall because I didn't want to get the paint on the other walls around it or the ceiling. I took the cable down so that I could paint easier because it hangs out in the corner. I'm gonna get some water. Hydrate, guys, it's hot out. Pointer, you might want to take the light switch plate off first. I used my little 3-inch flat brush to paint the edges, around the edges, because I didn't want to accidentally get the roller too close and get it on the other wall. So I used that to go around the edges, and then I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit and then I'll paint another coat. So I think I'm just gonna chill and watch some TV for a bit, which you don't need to watch me watch TV. I don't know, there's a whole thing where people watch other people play video games. Should I get on that? Should I record myself playing video games for people to watch? That seems, I don't know. That's a thought that I've had for years. Also, I know it's unsafe to be standing on my kitchen island stool to paint the ceiling. Not the ceiling, the higher up parts. But my step stool is just not tall enough. And I'm not tall enough on the step stool, so I'm using my kitchen island stool. I know it's not safe, Mom. I know. But it's getting the job done. I don't know what yellow I wanted. I want this color. I have a small feeling I'm not going to have enough. Oh, I'm not even in frame. I have a small feeling I'm not going to have enough blue. I don't think there's a lot left in here. On Procreate, I drew out the rule of thirds. This helps me draw out the lines and make sure that I get them lined up with how I envisioned it. Here you can see that I'm using a graphite pencil, which I don't suggest. I suggest using a pastel pencil that matches the color you're going to paint. It allows the acrylic paint to absorb the pastel pencil, whereas you can't really remove a graphite pencil after the acrylic's dry. Once I finish drawing it out, I use painter's tape to go around the edge. It helps me keep a clean white edge. Once everything was set up, I started painting the blue. I'm using a thin brush here to outline the edge of the blue because I wanted to use a large 2-inch wide flat brush to paint the rest of it. I'm also using a palette sheet packet. It makes it for easy cleanup. Here Martin decided to come visit me, and he absolutely needed to sit on the chair so that I could pet him between brush strokes. So I hit a roadblock. I ran out of blue paint. And I wanted to do 2 coats of blue, so big roadblock. And apparently Curry's doesn't have the colors I need in stock. So I'm gonna have to take the internet and see if I can buy Amsterdam acrylic paint online. And then live with this on my kitchen island until I get the paint at my place. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go chill and watch TV until I get the paint in. Like, I'm gonna do other things with my life too, but like right now I'm just gonna go sit down and order paint. I was actually able to get more blue paint the same day. I was talking with my mom and she offered to go out and get me some more. So she dropped it off along with a few extra other colors. Here I am just trying to make sure that I have the right color reds and oranges that I wanted, as well as doing an extra cover up of the edge of the blue and any other spots that looked like I missed. Here I started painting the next section. I did the same thing using a smaller brush to outline the section and then a wider brush on the inside. In this section, I could have used the 2-inch or even a 1-inch wide flat brush, but I didn't want to change the consistency of the round brush that I was using in that section and the other red and orange sections. So I took my time and painted it with a small brush. Once I was done the large sections, I got my iPad back out and I used a thin brush to outline the foreground. I then painted it in with a solid black. Here I'm using a pastel pencil to outline the foreground cacti. The second one on the left bothered me, so I drew it out in Procreate a couple times to see how I could add to it easily. After I took the tape off, I used a thin black brush to go over any of the yellow that had leaked through the tape with black. Here I am trying to find the center of the painting as well as the center of my wall. I then used my kitchen island stool once again to try and hang the painting. And this is what it looks like on the wall. It's 11:30. I'm tired. I finished the painting around like 7:20, I think. And then because it's Saturday, we played D&D. So we finished playing D&D. And then I tried to hang it by myself, which was fun. But like, it's not like I could wait until tomorrow and have somebody help me hang it. I'm gonna have to try and hang it by myself. Started on the wall. It looks huge on this wall. So I checked with my friend Trey Trey and she said that she doesn't think it looks big on the wall. Oh, I have paint on my arm. So I put it up. We'll see how it goes. It might grow on me being there. It might move above the couch. And then the 3 items above the couch might be moved. That's what I'm leaning towards. But I'm not sure because I did originally want a huge painting on this wall to replace the hexagons that were there. And that's what this painting does. It solves that purpose. I'm going to leave it at that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It makes me know what more content to post. If you like watching time lapses of paintings, let me know. I like doing them, so they'll be fun to share with people versus me just like keeping them for myself. I'm going to make a protein drink and then I'm going to go sit on the balcony and read for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. Have a good night.